The creep-looking house in front of him had just been bought by the man. Even though he knew the place was in terrible shape, he needed somewhere to stay, so buying an old house to fix up was still cheaper than building a new one. But whether it was livable or not wouldn't be clear until he cleaned it out. Wanting to move in soon, he called in a cleanup crew to get the place cleared before starting the renovation. The house looked especially gloomy, and the yard was filled with banana trees that completely blocked the view of the building. The ground was dirt, but luckily the weeds weren't too crazy. With the workers' skilled hands, the overgrown plants were quickly taken down. Using a grinder, they leveled the dirt floor, making it flat and usable even without tiles, at least if you didn't mind less comfort. The banana trees on both sides of the house were messy and added to the creepy vibe, so he planned to remove all of them to make the whole yard feel more open. The yard wasn't big, but the amount of work definitely was. Knowing how tough the cleanup would be, he rode his scooter to a store to buy food for the workers. After all, people work better with full stomachs. Then he grabbed a drink from a tea shop to cool off. But before he even sat down for long, he got a call telling him to hurry back. When he returned, most of the banana trees were already gone, and sunlight finally reached the yard again, making everything look much better. Now he could finally see the house clearly, and it was actually in better shape than he expected. The roof structure had no major issues, but a tree had grown all the way onto the roof, and it had to be removed before it caused damage to the tiles. After the crew kept working non-stop, the house no longer looked dark or creepy. Instead, it looked sunny and welcoming. But since the house was old, the exterior walls were covered in cobwebs and patches of mold, making it unfit to live in without renovation. The workers scraped off all the mold, and the man bought white paint to refresh the entire exterior. White matched everything and made the place look much cleaner. Even though the house had plenty of years on it, a full refresh made it completely usable again. That's exactly why he chose to buy an old house to renovate, because it saves a lot of money. Once the whole exterior was painted, the results looked great, but he still had a long way to go before the place was ready to move into. There were many more upgrades he needed to handle. What do you think? Was buying this old house for $800 a win or a loss? If you like this video, please like and follow.